Hey friends, it's Lamina, and welcome back to another Monday Inspiration and Motivation. I'm really glad you're here. Every Monday, I share what's been on my heart, the lessons I'm learning, the battles I'm fighting through, and the reminders I need just as much as you do. Let's take a breath, reset together, and walk into this new week with purpose. A journey back to myself, personal growth and reflection. Reflections on fear, healing, gratitude, and giving myself permission to grow. This season of my life feels like a quiet unfolding, a slow return to myself. Every day, I'm learning something new about who I am, what I need, and how to move through the world with more gentleness. These reflections aren't about looking back at what I used to be. They're about noticing who I am becoming. Each shift, each moment of clarity, feels like a soft reminder that growth isn't a final destination. It's a steady, ongoing practice of choosing myself with intention. Facing new places with honest courage. Last month, I traveled outside of my city for a vendor market. It felt like climbing a mountain I wasn't sure I was ready for. My limited vision often makes unfamiliar environments overwhelming, unpredictable, and draining in ways most people don't see. But I also knew staying in my safety bubble would hold me back from opportunities meant for me. So I packed my inventory and supplies, took a breath, and went anyway. There was anxiety, there was uncertainty, but there was also pride. I showed up. I advocated for myself. I trusted my resourcefulness. And as I stood behind my vendor table, connecting with customers and sharing my creativity, I realized something. Bravery doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's quiet, steady, and wrapped in faith. Finding gratitude in unsteady moments. Life hasn't been calm lately, not even close. But I'm realizing that gratitude doesn't only belong to peaceful days. Sometimes gratitude shows up in the middle of chaos, reminding me to look for the small anchors that keep me grounded. A quiet conversation with God before my day starts. A warm cup of coffee in the morning. The joy of creating something new. A supportive message from someone who cares. The sunlight coming through my blinds. These tiny moments have become little lifelines. They don't fix everything, but they help keep me centered when life feels heavy. They remind me that even when things feel out of control, there's still something good to hold on to. Moving through seasonal depression with patience. Seasonal depression has always found a way to settle in when the days get shorter. It brings this quiet heaviness that makes simple tasks feel like climbing uphill. But this time, instead of fighting it or pretending I'm fine, I let myself acknowledge what I am feeling. I'm slowing down. I'm adding more softness to my mornings. I'm giving myself permission to rest without guilt. I'm learning what truly helps: intentional routines, gentle light, warmth, journaling, and fewer expectations on the days when my energy feels low. I'm still learning, still navigating, still making room for compassion toward myself. Learning to pace myself without apology. As a creative entrepreneur, my to-do list never ends. There's always another idea, another order, another project waiting for attention. But I'm learning the hard way that if I don't manage my pace, I pay for it emotionally, mentally, and physically. This season, I'm becoming more intentional. I'm breaking tasks into smaller steps. I'm planning ahead without overwhelming myself. I'm allowing progress to be slow when it needs to be. And Maybe most importantly, I'm letting myself rest before burnout forces me to. This shift didn't happen overnight, but it's changing how I run my business and how I show up for myself. Choosing myself without shame. One of the most powerful lessons I'm learning is this: choosing myself is not selfish. For so long, I believed that I had to constantly pour into everything and everyone else first. But all that did was leave me empty. Now, I'm learning that taking care of myself isn't an act of disconnection. It's an act of survival, of love, of respect. Choosing rest, choosing boundaries, choosing joy, choosing peace. These choices bring me back to myself, again and again. A gentle closing note. My journey isn't perfect, linear, or fully figured out, and I've stopped expecting it to be. I'm learning to embrace change without rushing it. I'm allowing myself to grow without pressure. And I'm choosing softness even when life feels anything but soft. If you're moving through your own season of reflection, I hope this reminds you that your growth doesn't have to be loud or dramatic to be meaningful. Sometimes it's found in the quiet choices, the small steps, the moments where you honor yourself even when no one else notices. You deserve a path that feels gentle. You deserve a life that feels like yours. And you deserve to return to yourself, one peaceful moment at a time. Thank you for listening. As you go through your day, take care, be well, and trust your journey. And don't forget to make everyday life very simple. See you next Monday.